Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of the Mechanitor, and bold decisions must be made. Bold decisions must be made. No, not about the tigers. Don't worry about the tigers. Yay, tigers! No, bold decisions must be made about Space Camel Alpha. It's just not working out as much as I would like it to. It's simply not working out the way I want it to. So I think we're going to scrap it. We're going to tear down Space Camel Alpha and build something ideally slightly better than what I've got right now. So I'm going to start a process of taking everything apart, packing up all the things that we can't duplicate, like the grav core and the launch thing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I could technically build another launch thing, but I don't want to. So packing up all of this stuff, deconstructing the entire ship, including the head wraps, and then putting it all back together. The unfortunate part about that is everyone's horribly injured at this point, and we've arrested one of our own members. Yeah, Beta's down here in a temporary prison because Beta went a little nuts. So we had to arrest Beta. And I also noticed Lumpy is curled up with Paleologus here, our royal guest, because it's technically a medical bed. So Lumpy's bunking down over here, which is good. It's a very, very nice hospital. It's got the nice floor and everything. Everyone is critically injured. Everything is awful. The Tigers are doing well, though. But we're gonna make bold decisions here. We're gonna reconstruct all of this. So I'm gonna get things going, ideally, somewhat quickly. He says optimistically, and not really sure of what he just said. So I'd like to get, first of all, Doug, could you release Beta, please? Let's get Beta released. You should be fine now. So let's just release you. You were our sort of moral guide here. We're going to need to get that roll going again. And hopefully everyone is going to heal up fairly soon because I've got a lot planned. What I'd like to do is start by putting together a zone just for spaceship bits. So where do I think that might live? Maybe we could temporarily put it in the rec room down here. That might be a spot for that. Mitsuya is almost done with geothermal power, which will be great. My biggest problem right now is, well, I have many problems right now. Many of my members are critically injured. One of my members was a prisoner, has just recently been released, and is also critically injured. I have way too many tigers. I have so many tigers right now. There's tigers everywhere. And also I have power issues. So that is one of my many, many problems. Smog, what are you doing? Oh, you're bringing the mech in. Yeah, we lost a Militor. I've got to deal with that too. Okay. I have no idea how to fix all of this, but it's all going to happen because, good news for you, I'm a genius. So I'm going to start by building down here. This is my first goal. Okay, so what have I got a lot of? I've got a lot of granite blocks. Neat. Let's start something. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just going to start building things. What did I just say? I don't remember what I just said. Granite. Okay, I said the word granite. Dave, let's all remember the word granite, shall we? So we're going to start building kind of down here like this. This is going to be some vague kind of hospital. That's what we're thinking down there. All right, and let's put a door in here. Just put a door right there. Okay. Back to my idea of a zone for ship bits. So where do I think that's going to live? Maybe I could just temporarily put it here. Maybe outside? That's a terrible idea. That's an absolutely terrible idea. Everyone start doing things, because we're not doing anything right now. Lumpy's up. Lumpy, how banged up are you, kid? You're okay, you're actually not that bad. You're probably going to go feed your baby. Yeah, you are indeed feeding your baby. That milk fullness is just plummeting there. Boy, those babies eat a lot, don't they? You wouldn't think they would. They're very small creatures. The fields are getting planted, which is great. And Smog kind of needs to leave here and go into a more regular hospital that we're starting to construct down here. Okay, back to my idea of a zone. Where do I think that's going to live? Just put something up, Dave. Just put, like, literally anything up right now. So put up a stockpile zone. You know what, for today, put it over here, because that will be inside fairly soon. All right, slam it into pause mode. Here's what I need in here. Anything that basically has the word grav attached to it. So grav cores, grav light panels, engines, don't care. Just put it, I don't have any of those things, but put them in there anyway. And then also, what do we call these things? So this is a chem fuel tank and a pilot console. Okay, so over here, I need a chem fuel tank. Chem fuel tank? Can I not deconstruct that? Hang on, check that. Can you deconstruct this? Well, you can't pack it up. You can deconstruct it, but you can't move it. Got it. So this I definitely can. Uninstall that, by the way. And we're going to put down in here the pilot console. Okay. Pilot console. Pilot assistant. What's that? Neural interface that connects the pilot's brain directly to a vehicle. Oh, that's very good. We should get one of those. We'll get these things anyway. And get this thing. What's a subpersona core? Subpersona specialized in grav ship flight. Reduces the chance of an accident. Okay, so like an autopilot. Neat. I don't have that, but if we get one, certainly put it there for right now. Okay, that's done. So let's start to pack up Space Camel Alpha. It's just not working out. I would love it to work out, but it's not working out. Ooh, also, by the way, make that zone critical. Yeah, make sure we're putting everything down here. And then over here, what? Supplies for Antau. Is it head wraps? Because I've got 3. Some of them have blood on them. We did tell you to pack that up, right? Okay, good, we did. Yay. And then I think the rest of this can just get deconstructed. Just deconstruct everything. I'm going to try to finish off the hospital before we do that, just to make sure Tony is fully healed. Good. We did use one of our tigers in the latest attack. What is your problem, Anto? What's your problem? They would like to purchase 58 face masks? 58? No. Absolutely not. I can't even get the head wraps made. You want me to do face masks? Are you out of your mind? That's not going to happen. Also, why are there no vents here? Well, there's a vent here. We should put a vent into the hospital. I should probably vent that. We'll probably vent that at some point. Let's start tearing some of this apart. All of those shelves can get deconstructed. Tear them all down. All right, this can get deconstructed. These can get deconstructed. What? Smog's having a tantrum. Well, things are pretty terrible, Smog. You're not wrong about that. Are you smashing stuff? Actually, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to deconstruct it anyway, dude. You can smash that shelf all you want. Knock yourself out, kid. No, go back in the spaceship. Go smash up the spaceship. That's literally a task I'm going to assign to you. Now you're just doing it for funsies. Yeah, you're hitting walls. Everything's having a good time. Smog's doing great. Smog's doing just fine. When is this dude out of here? 4.8 days. Good. You're just kind of sucking up food right now. It's a bit of an issue. Okay. I can put many of these things back together. They're starting to move some things over here. Not many, to be sure, but some things are getting moved over there. I know about Smog. Thank you very much. Beta, where are you these days? You're in bed. And how banged up are you? You've lost an ear. I said you lost an ear. An ear. I'll write it down. And you've been shot. We may or may not have done that. I'm not sure. That might have been the Raiders. That might have been me. It's all, who knows. And by the way, we don't need this zone anymore. And you know what? We're all set with head wraps. That might have already expired at this point. I don't even know. Lumpy is now fully healed. Great. Beta, you are... How soon do you think you're going to be over this nonsense? You get maybe like a vague idea on that. Okay, a while. Oh, Smog's in here now. Great. Super. Okay, the hospital is beginning to come together. How much wood do we have? And the answer is not very much. Not very much at all. Let's, well, there's some over here. Actually, no, you could tell a lie, Dave. You didn't tell a lie, you just didn't really check things out. You didn't really look at anything before you jumped to a conclusion that you didn't have anything. Are you still alive? Oh, that's a crow. Okay, you're probably eating this dead body. Yeah, you're eating more. That's fine. You go ahead and do that. It's probably a big meal. You have to have a nap after that. I understand that. So you have some wood over here, Dave. You do actually have some wood. Let's start to put the concept of a hospital together. So let's do a wooden bed, and let's line up a bunch of these. So 1 there. Let's see, 3, 4, 5 for right now will be fine. And we'll start to put some shelving up in there to put like medicine and things like that. So some shelves, say there and there. And do another one right there. Wouldn't mind if I had room for the drug lab in here, but we'll kind of call that as we see it. Let's just start to get this nonsense under control here. That's what we need to do. Probably should have put a door here so they can get in and out to the zone, but it's mostly the tigers who are hauling things, and they're a spry bunch. They can get around things like not having doors. Anything else? We could uninstall that. That's fine. We could move that somewhere. Can we uninstall this? No, we can just tear it down. Yeah, we're getting rid of all of this. Space Camel Alpha is just out of here. I'm going to reconstruct it in a totally different and very, very exciting format, I'm sure. I don't know how exciting it's going to be, but I'm going to be excited about it. Mitsuya, really need to get going with the grav core thing. Or excuse me, the geothermal power thing. Because we have no power. And I could smack one down right in the middle of the base here. So if you wanted to... How much could you possibly have left? Yeah, it's going to take you like seconds, kid. Just stick with it. Stick with it, geothermal. You're just writing out your last notes on it. Steam, hot, power. That's just, it's your end notes are right there. We've done granite blocks. Cool. We should be on to like anything else at that point. Yeah, we're making stone blocks forever. Keep with it, Mitsuya. Just finish, sign your name to it or something. I'll get back to you, Mitsuya. How are we doing over here? We've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Smog, how are you doing? The gunshot, sure. Your kidneys destroyed, sure. You're going to have a heart attack at any moment. You're dependent on psychite, but you're up. Okay. That's just a normal bed. We could deconstruct that, and that's also a normal bed. We can deconstruct that. That's all fine. Okay, these are starting to come in down here. This is going to be a medical bed, because we're probably going to need one very, very soon. That's just going to happen. Smog's back up in normal. Okay, we've done geothermal power. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit here. How about we did sterile materials? That's never going to go bad. Everybody loves sterile materials. But more importantly, could we please get a geothermal plant in right here? Oh, that's going to kind of block the door and literally everything else. Okay. I might be able to reconfigure the base to make that work, but not today. Hang on, there's a raid. Lumpy's got a baby in her hands. There's a raid. Where and what? They're attacking... Oh, they're attacking from 2 different points, too. Okay. Bad. Bad. Everyone just be in the runaway zone. Like, everybody. Just everybody run away. Okay, all the end. Just everybody be in the runaway zone for right now. And also, you need to extend the runaway zone to include the hospital now. So, runaway in there. Okay. Everybody go do that. No, Smog, turn around. Everybody go inside. Everybody go inside. We're going to try and wait this one out. It didn't go very well when we tried to go and meet them. However, we will get a team together here. So, you guys come up here. Lumpy's carrying a baby. Okay, don't be drafted then. Can be all fussy about having to bring your baby into combat. Doug, you're going to come up for tiger purposes. So if you can come up and bring your tiger with you, that would be great. Just go ahead and grab a tiger, bring it along. Yeah, they're going to go right for the power, as usual. They're going to go right for the power generators. Okay, is everyone over here? And do I have a Minotaur left? I do. Okay, you can come up as well. Come over there. Yep, right for the power generators. That's why we're trying to go for geothermal. Yep, they're already smashing them. Already having a good old time with that. You know what? Cool, because I've got geothermal now. We're going to kind of try and rectify that, and that'll give the time for the team to get put together here. So get all of these guys to vaguely come outside. What are you going for next? Are you going to come in the trap corridor after this? Because if all you want to do is take down one wind turbine, yeah, you're setting fire to my crops. I got to pull everything inside. Why are you bypassing my trap corridor? That's very fussy of you. Stop doing that. All right, we got to go out and shoot people here, kids. And launch time. Whoa, there's one right there. Never mind. Just line up here. Get the Minotaur to go in first. Where are you? Yeah, there you go. All right, you're basically in. Yeah, you're fine. Release the tiger, obviously. Yeah, release the tiger. Just have a tiger go eat them. There we go. Your problem's been solved. Some of them are fleeing, but I don't think all of them are fleeing. Yeah, you guys... You're kind of technically 2 different groups. So some of you are fleeing, like Harrow is fleeing, but you're not. And you've set fire to many, many parts of my base, which is very fussy of you. It's not welcomed. I'm going to tell you that it's not welcomed. Release the tiger? Yeah, no, release the tiger. Have the tiger go nuts. You're coming through the trap corridor. You will die. Have we solved most of our problems? I believe that we have. Okay. Everybody back on unrestricted. Animals can go unrestricted because then they will hunt and eat. Team, I need everybody to go put out all the fires, please. Thank you. And the mechs. Okay, there you go. Mechs, You're going to do your things, and then you do your things. Okay, this is all going to work out. This is fine. This is fine. So back to the concept of geothermal, if we could for a moment, please. So let's plonk one down there. And what have I got for stone blocks? I still have quite a bit of granite. So let's just kind of tie that in by doing this down to, say... Actually, that's a great spot right there. Right to there. Okay. And then that, and then all of that over to here. And then I'll run another door out. Let's do a nice granite door, something nice and beefy. And then tie that in with some power like that. Except go through that, because we're going to take those generators down. So just go around that, so it will be reconnected when I put all of this together. Okay. Back to work. Yeah, everybody put out the rice, please. Thank you. Thank you. Put out the burning rice. What do we got here? That's a wind turbine, Dave. No, this thing down here. We've got a bow. Okay, and a component from our smashed wind turbine. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, you're still on duty? Off you go. Just go about your business, sir. Thank you. I got a rifle over here. We'll grab that. Major break risk. That'll be Beta again. Okay, you're resting. Beta, when you wake up, we're gonna make you holy or something. I don't really know how it works, but you're gonna be way holy. You're gonna love it. You're like, oh, I'm in charge of holy things around here. Everyone pay attention to me. I could reconfigure this base a little bit to put this in here. Oh, hang on. All of these are medical beds. Yep, thank you. Those are all... Oh, so not yours. No. Not medical there. Not yours. This is fine. Smog, why do you not have your own bed? Did you live down here? You probably live down here. Smog, this can be your bed now, so go sleep in a proper bed. Thank you. And then this is going to be a medical bed. All right. Hospital coming together. No, we don't put that there. Hang on. Clear everything. The only thing I want over here is medicine. And this one could be medicine, but also you can put, like, body parts and stuff there. Yeah, body parts can go over there. Put tech prints over there, too, and neurotrainers. Just so I know where they are at all times. And then copy that and then paste it to that one. There we go. And make these critical, actually. Let's make sure we put all the medicine over here. And make that critical. Okay, everything is coming together now. Everything is going to be perfect all the time forever now. Let's put some lights up in here. Let's put one there and one there. Probably some flooring at some point too, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. We're frantically building walls, which doesn't really help with the whole power generation thing here. How are we doing on food? Because we've been starving frequently. 30 meals in stock and still a fair bit of meat. Although we've gone through a lot of those muffalos that we killed. Boy, we killed a lot of muffalos. Hello, gazelles. Time to get murdered in exchange for food. There you go. Everybody go kill a gazelle. That's like your job today. I think we're good to go on... Can I move these? I can move these. What are these called? A small thruster. Let's make sure we put these down here. So a small... Hang on. Find the letter S, Dave. Small... No, that's an A. It's right next to that one, I assure you. You learn typing. No, that's a snack. I don't know what that is. Let's try that one more time. Small... No, that's still an S. Small thruster. Okay, one of those, please. Put those in there as well. All right, that was more work than it needed to be. Let's pack these guys up, because we'll need those. So uninstall that and uninstall that. And then when all of that is done, the rest of this is just getting deconstructed. Tear everything down, and then tear up all the flooring, the grav light floor or whatever it is. And then we're going to put it all back together, and it's going to all make sense somehow, and it'll be a very, very nice spaceship that everybody will love, and they'll go, oh my goodness, that's the best spaceship, because it's not shaped like a camel. I think I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think we've learned our lesson as to why anything flight-related is not camel-shaped. It just doesn't really pan out in the long run. I'm sure there are, I don't know who, aerodynamic engineers or aeronautical engineers. That's got to be like a thing people do, right? That's got to be a thing. And they're sitting there going, boy, I wish I could make a plane in the shape of a camel, or a rocket in the shape of a camel, or a spaceship in the shape of a camel. And then they realize, no, I have actually studied aeronautical engineering for many years, and I'm like a doctor of that sort of thing. It doesn't work. Don't do it. I think we've learned... Wait, is this already rotting? Why is that rotting? Did it have scaria? Well, your head's been bitten off for a start. Why are we storing rotting things in here? We're not supposed to be, guys. Not supposed to be storing rotting things in here. Maybe go ahead and take the rotting food. It's missing a head. Probably one of the tigers bit it off. Put rotting food like somewhere else. Why did we bring that in here? Okay, hang on. Is it a problem with the butchering thing? It's probably a problem with the butchering thing. No, large corpses. Yep, animal corpses. Yep. Yeah, I don't have rotting or fresh on this. Not really sure why you guys did that. That's gross. There's a fresh one. The fresh one right there. Just go chop up that one. Let the tigers eat the rotting one. They probably won't care. I can't imagine that they will. Doug's down here training the tiger. See, the problem with so many tigers is that we keep using all the food to train them. Now, I could temporarily suspend the training, but I want well-trained tigers. I want an army of tigers trained to kill. I mean, you would too, obviously. If you had 10 tigers, and how many more are we getting these days? Okay, so 2, okay, so I got like, let's see, 3, 6, 8. Yeah, I will have a total of 10 tigers very, very soon. I want them all trained to kill and to haul. The hauling's really good, not gonna lie. Hey, Beta, you're up. How would you like to be the thing again that you used to be? No reachable altar. Oh, a ritual spot. I can bang one of those out. Hang on. Ideology, ritual spot, right there's fine. So let's do a role change for Beta. Not really a change, just going back to what you were. You can be the commissar. All right, everybody go celebrate the commissar. He's in charge of, like, moral stuff around here when he's not flipping out and encouraging prisoners to break out. Speaking of prisoners, Wraith, while that's going on, how are we doing on you? Oh, wow. That's, yeah, actually, 11.9. I was going to go a whole thing about this is such a slow roll, you're never going to join us, but actually, you have been hammered down pretty well. That's not bad. 11.9. And you're on board, and you are quite a good doctor. That's pretty much what I'm hiring you for. You're a doctor, and you could take over cooking duty. We've done a successful role change. All right, I'm sure Beta's probably pretty happy about that. Wait, a deal maker. What is a deal maker? A stunningly good-looking stranger is approaching the colony. Well, I'm stunned. Where is this Stillwater? I mean, stunningly good-looking might be a mild exaggeration. But I will certainly listen to what Stillwater has to say. Dweeb, go talk to this stunningly good-looking person over here, Stillwater. They're stunningly good-looking, Dweeb. I know, you can see them from there. Like, wow, that is really good-looking. Hey, could we be fishing in here? Just as a thought, could we be maybe doing some fishing? I see some fish right there. Are we fishing down here? Because I did set up a zone for that. There's somebody supposed to be on number 1 fishing, I'm sure. No, actually, nobody's on fishing. That's the problem. Doug, you're actually really good at fishing. So is Butch. But Butch is good at mining. Oh, wow. Doug, you actually do a lot around here. You're actually a very productive member of this colony. Okay, stunningly good-looking Stillwater. Make a deal. Simple hospitality. Bringer of joy and serenity. Lifts spirits and inspires others. Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, no, this will be fine. This won't have any long-term consequences at all. Stillwater, let me check you out. Wow! You could hit a guinea pig ear from 400 paces. Social of 20. Social of 20. Shooting of 19. What is my best weapon? It's probably that bow. It's probably that legendary, unique bow that we got. But I don't really want to give that to you. First of all, you can have, I guess, a rifle. Actually, hang on. What have I got there? No, not a cowboy hat. That's an unfinished thing. Something in there is unfinished. Let's just go get a rifle for right now. So you can shoot people and talk to people. Pretty good. I'm okay with that. So why don't you, obviously, be number 1 on all the things you got to be number 1 on. And definitely, you can be 2 on childcare. 1 on wardening, and let's back off Lumpy, because Lumpy's terrible at that. And then, obviously, hunting. And also, does that not translate to fishing? Isn't fishing a hunting skill? I feel like it is. No, that's an animal skill. Okay, no wonder Doug is so good at it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Butch onto fishing and just back you off a little bit on mining. I mean, basically everybody does mining because I force them to. But we've got some things in stock. I'd like to see a lot more steel, but some things exist. Now, Stillwater, you're going to need a bedroom. That's unfortunate. I don't really have anything like that designed for you. And now this is really in a stupid place, because now I want to go down here. You see a problem here, Dave. You keep doing things, and then they're not really working out. How about we put that... You know what? I can't put the geothermal thing here, so let's just do another zone, like over here. So let's do a zone here, like that. Okay, that'll do for... Actually, do 2, like one on either side of that. And then copy the settings in this one and transfer them to these 2. So paste it there and paste it there and then delete that. Okay. And I think after all of that, we'll get a bedroom going soon. But after all of that, let's start to deconstruct Spaceship Alpha. Major break risk. Stillwater, already? You just got here. Oh, you want to be high. I will work on that. We have other folks who also want that. So we haven't executed anyone. Yeah, you're right. We haven't done any of those. You're in minor pain from what? What's your problem? You have a stab scar in your torso. Okay. I see you're enjoying one of our fine head wraps. Cool. Yeah, you're welcome to that. How about if I gave you like a really rock star bedroom? Would that cheer you up? Because it usually does. Paleologos, when are you out of here? 2.5 days. I could just give that room to Stillwater. That's a really good bedroom. So that'd work out pretty well for you. I still do have a healer mech serum. Is there anyone who would immediately benefit? I've been kind of saving it. No, not you, because it might accidentally shove out your mech link. You're lactating. That's not really a medical problem. Your right ear has been shot off. I said your right ear. Never mind, Beta. Chella, again, missing an ear. A lot of ears gone around here. Many, many ears gone. And Smog, you actually might cure your artery blockage. That might deal with your artery blockage. I don't think it deals with your psychite dependency. I think that's in there forever, because that's like genetic. Mitsuya, you've got a bad back, and you lost a right pinky to frostbite. That's because you were naked in the freezer, Mitsuya. That's a Mitsuya problem. Not a me problem. You were the one who said, I'm going to take off all my clothes and stand in the freezer. So whose problem is it when bits of you start dropping off? Speaking of which, what's the temperature outside right now? 53. Mitsuya, you love to be a nudist. So I'm actually going to have you do that. You need to be on no raggedy clothes. But Mitsuya, I think it's warm enough that you can go back to nudism. And then when it gets cold and bits start dropping off of you, we'll check in again on that. Doug, bad back. A lot of bad backs and missing ears. Wooden hand there. I'll try to get you a better one. So nobody's going to have like a massive benefit. If I give them the healer mech serum, it would probably be Smog. Maybe we can clear up that artery blockage. Give it a shot. Smog, what are you doing right now? You're asleep. Okay, when you wake up, I'm going to shoot you full of weird things, and hopefully that's going to cure stuff in some way. We've moved some stuff here. Yeah, let's execute plan smash up Space Camel Alpha. It's a little wordy. We're going to have to workshop that one. Execute plan Camel Death, Camel Destruction, Anti-Camel. You let me know in comments. We're going to have to workshop that one a little bit. But we are basically going to deconstruct the entire thing. All right, all of this is out of here. And then over in Odyssey, remove any foundations like that. All right, we're taking the whole thing apart. We're going to put it all back together. That will allow me to build over here easier, which would be fantastic. How are we doing over here? All right, we're making progress, but slow progress. That will take care of my immediate power issues, but not all of my power issues. I don't really need this wall. Why do I have this wall here? There's no reason for that. We just go right out that way. Yeah, let's do that. That's just a waste of time opening and closing doors. So I know I'm all about efficiency. I know you're all watching this channel for efficiency, but that is really inefficient. There's no reason to have a wall there. Maybe I could put something in there. I don't know what. I can put something in there. I could put a small stockpile for things like steel and stone blocks, so we didn't have to go outside to get them. Because we are in like a toxic zone. We will be getting toxic fog every now and then, which is no good. Nobody likes that sort of thing. Okay, move things on a little bit faster here. Next goal is get Paleologos out of here. And while we've got Captain I Can Talk to Anyone, Stillwater here, who else is on wardening? Okay, I'm going to back Dweeb off. Have Stillwater focus on this, because this could get Wraith out of there Much quicker than Dweeb will. How are we doing on the geothermal here? All right, 144. That'll be up fairly soon. And this is all going to come down. Everything's coming down. We're taking it all apart. More stone blocks are being made. That's fantastic. In fact, we're up to 358 on slate. That's great. I'll make something out of anything. I don't care. And the tigers are moving all the panels, which is good. Tigers are great. I mean, there's no reason that you wouldn't want a tiger. Look at all the cool things they do. They haul things. They kill people. I mean, that's largely it. But, you know, those are really cool things. You know, if you had a tiger and you owned a tiger, you'd be like, wow, it moves my furniture around and it kills people. Hang on, what now? Roof collapse. Oh, yeah, the ship. Yeah. Okay, hold tight, everyone. I forgot the ship had a roof. I may have forgotten that the ship had a roof. So, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Cancel literally everything here. Okay, cancel all of that. First things first, take the roof off. First things first, take the roof off of there. Okay, don't have any roofs over there. So now what's going to happen, I'm going to guess 3-4 episodes from now, I'm going to start building over there. And I will forget that there's no roof allowed over there. And then I'm going to be shocked when it's raining inside. We just got lucky that that didn't kill anyone. It didn't kill anyone, right? Everyone largely accounted for? Yeah, people seem to basically be here. All right, Smog's going to take down all the roof. That's fantastic. Did we finish over here? Okay, maybe we could focus over here. Lumpy is moving the baby safer temperature. Oh, my goodness, it's 92 degrees in here. Yeah. Yeah, boy, the geothermal was a great idea in the winter. It's not as good an idea in the spring and summer when it's like wicked hot out. Uh-huh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Show me the footprint of this again, please. So show me that. Okay. I could renegotiate. I know how to do this. I need to take out Mitsuya's room. I could renegotiate the door for Lumpy's room. And then take out Mitsuya's room. And then slam this thing up against this wall. And that will solve many of my issues. It's not going to solve all of my issues. I have many. And we're working on them one at a time. I'm going to assume you've broadly taken off most of the roof at this point. I think there's a little bit more over there. Show me the roof. So show me zones. Show me things that I like to look at. Yeah, we know that bit. Oh, hang on. No, it's down here, Dave. Show me the roof. Okay, no roof over there. Roof over here. No roof over there. Cool. Now we can get back to plan A, which is deconstruct all of this. So deconstruct everything there. Okay, and then take the foundations out of everything here. All right, all of that, all of that. This will get me quite a bit of steel back, too, which will be very nice. I'm going to use it all up again when I build a new spaceship, but that's not today Dave's problem. That's tomorrow Dave's problem. Tomorrow Dave hates past Dave. Tomorrow Dave wakes up and goes, oh my god, what did he do? Why do I have so many tigers? Why didn't we neuter them earlier? Oh, you're doing sterile tiles. I forgot about that. We were thinking of making a laboratory. Let's start to do some things then. I've got 438 slate blocks. Let's have some fun with those. So, structure. Let's make some slate walls. So let me see how this is going to go. There's going to be a corridor like that. And I could even maybe put some production-y things in there. How about we make this into a bedroom? And then the laboratory, I'm going to need the big bench and the little doohickey that goes with it later. So if this went maybe like... Do I really need that much room? I don't need that much room. But I don't not need that much room either. Because the bench is, what, 4 tiles wide? Like, it would occupy... How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4... Jesus, it may be even 5 tiles wide. Well, you know what, Dave? You can build it, so why don't you look? You can literally just look at it. You could pull up the blueprint right here. There you go, kid. So what was the answer to my question? Was it 4 or 5? Flip that. It was 5. Okay, that's a 5-tile thing. So I could plug that down there, have enough room for the doohickey next to it. I don't really need this much room, but I may as well use it. What? Oh, it's just a happy tree. That's fine. Happy trees are fine. Yep, that. Go ahead and harvest that. We can sell that to somebody later. Oh, sorry for that brief break there. I've got a landscaper outside with an extremely loud lawnmower, so I had to go run around and close a few windows so we didn't get drowned out by that. And in that time, Stillwater's has had to have a complete breakdown. Your problem is many things. Yeah, you slept outside, you slept on the ground. I am kind of working on that. You did no vents and you did no doors, Dave. No vents, no doors. Not one. Okay, how about a door there and a door there? And then no vents. Didn't put a single vent in here. You never put the vents in, do you? You never, ever put the vents in there. Let's try and work mostly on a room for Stillwater. I will probably upgrade him later to Paleologos' room. You're out in 1.2 days. Dang, I could just throw him in there. Stillwater, can you kind of, like, relax for a day? Because I can put that together fairly quickly. You know what? Just put up a temporary thing. We've done sterile materials. Cool. What do we think we want to work on next? Better guns? That'd be great. I need to put up the bench, though. If we don't have the bench, we're not doing anything at all. Get tube television going, just because it'll be something for them to do. Actually, wait a minute. Why do you need tube television? You have a perfectly good flat screen television. You could put one up in the hospital. That'd be something for people to do. But maybe that's not our primary focus at the moment. How about we backtrack a little bit here? Maybe get into Devil Strand. That might be a good idea. That would not be a bad... drug production. Of course. Path to profit. Path to profit right there. We're going to have other people. Wraith will be on board at some point, so I may as well put up a bedroom. So get me a... Well, no, we're not making it out of steel. That's a very silly idea. Put up a wooden bed sort of here. And then do some other things for that. I know you're saying I don't have enough wood. I assure you I do. I think the geothermal thing is going to be a problem because... Once again, the baby is being moved somewhere safe that isn't like 150 degrees. So put all of that up, and then also just do some really quick wood flooring in there if you could. I'll assign some more trees to be chopped down, I assure you, in the fullness of time. In fact, whole bunch of juicy trees right here. There we go. Let's just chop down all the trees. Hey, you know what would be a great thing to check in on because you often forget about it, Dave? Food. How are we doing on food? Oh, yeah, this is not really going to work out. Yeah, we're going to need to change. We need to get rid of this door and put in another door. That was my idea with Wraith's room right now. We'll put a corridor out there. Can we get rid of this? We've got a rotting corpse here. No empty, accessible place to store it. I will give you one. Put a, I don't know, make the zone for dead things over here. So, I do want you to put fresh things over there, like fresh dead bodies, but I want you to put only rotten animals, not fresh animals. All right, we're going to have to do a temporary zone over here. Not temporary, it's going to be there forever, because I will forget about it. So this is just going to be for, no, not that, rotten animal corpses. And that's it. Rotten animal corpses. So Doug, Smog, sorry, could you get this out of here now? It's just there's a rotting alpaca in there. Yeah, I need to get this door fixed. Because that's every time that opens, we're just losing heat out of that. How are we doing on deconstructing Space Camel Alpha here? Progress. Some things are happening. This is up and running, though, which means we have power. Cargo pods, talk to me. What do you got? What is that? So that's just flat money? That's 205 silver right there. Just flat out money. Love it. Love getting money. You were checking on food, and you haven't really kind of moved on that, have you? 39 regular meals and some meat, but not much. How about we murder more rabbits? Okay, get some rabbits done. Maybe a rat, a few squirrels. That'll all be good. Stillwater's still going to have a breakdown. You're going to be a bit of a problem, aren't you? What I could do is take you prisoner and convert you to our cause. You'll be bummed out about the prisoner side of that. But you'll be a lot happier because you're going to believe in our nonsense, which will take away a lot of these things. Many of those things will go. So that's something to think about. We might do that. Is there anything I can do to this? No, I can't, like, seal it off or anything. This was poorly planned. By me. Largely poorly planned by me. Tone's given birth. Great, we've got another tiger. Train them to kill. I can't even keep up with the naming at this point. Just Tiger 1, 2, and 3. Train them all to kill. I have so many tigers. None actually pregnant right now, which is nice. I think I'm going to go with... I can't do it right now. There's too many other build projects going on. But we're going to get rid of Mitsuya's room, put the geothermal thing in, and hopefully that will deal with the temperature problem because it's way too hot in here. What you could do, Dave, is turn off all the heaters. That's a start. How about we don't heat the place? That's a really good move right there. And then Stillwater, I'm just going to have to deal with you as I deal with you. Paleologus out in 16 hours. And then I'll just give that room over to Stillwater. It's a really, really nice bedroom. That'll definitely cheer you up no end. And Space Camel Alpha, it's a slow roll, but we are getting all of this done eventually. We've got some chem fuel out of the tanks that we deconstructed. And then I'm going to put it all back together in a less camel-shaped format. That's the goal. How is everyone else doing? This is basically ready to go. We don't have any power down here. Let's start running that down. So give me like a hidden conduit here and then at the door. And then just the regular conduit like that and then like that. And then throw a little bit more over there because that bench needs power. And let's work on that. So it's going to take a while. So what do I need? 250 steel. I will have that eventually. Hidden compound. Give me a sec to get over there. Okay, just give me a sec. I'm gonna build an armchair. Just everybody chill out. All right, 450 plain leather. So one plain leather armchair right there. All right, that's a start to all of that. What is your problem? Shining captain of the Merchants Alliance. Oh, it's info about Tonlink. Okay, yeah, we could maybe look at that, but I'm not going to accept that right now because that's going to take 3 people away from here. And we've got to hack terminals. We're not in a situation to do that. I'm gonna give you a polite no on that. And polite, I mean I'm just gonna ghost you. That's really what I'm doing. I'm just gonna click you out of my life. What was I doing before I was doing all of that? We're building the research lab. That part I get. I understand that part. I wonder if I have enough to do. Oh, steel. That's our problem right now, in that we don't have any of it. So we should probably locate some of that so we can have more of it. There's probably tons of it in these mountains, but I would love to just find an easily exploitable vein. We all know how much I love to exploit veins. Nothing up here. Really, just nothing peeking out saying, hey, here is some steel. There's some over there. That might be enough to put that research bench together. There's plenty over here. So it does exist. It's on the map. We just haven't gone and gotten it yet, but we will. We need to build a thing. There's some over there, but it's in the middle of the water. That's not going to work out as well as we might like it to. We're going to have to start bisecting some mountains here. That's going to take a while because we don't have really any good miners. What's close by? Probably this one over here. Let's just start a very simple mining expedition into there and then do some things like that and some things like that. And we'll just hope we get lucky and come up with some steel at some point. So, I don't know, like that. Sure. Do all of that. That's going to take you about 2 or 3 game years, but we might find some steel in there. If a trader came by who had some to sell, that would not be the worst thing in the world. Wow. Everything moving slow. You are asking them to deconstruct an entire spaceship, Dave, so that's pretty much to be expected. To be expected. How is power looking these days? Okay, we've got a good excess there, good grid excess there. Actually, I should throw a battery in there. Or a battery up here. I've got to deal with this kitchen situation, though. This is not going to work out. For that, I need Wraith to be on board with our game plan here. How are we doing? 9.0. Stillwater, you're like hardcore working on that guy, right? Because you're wicked good at that. You're stunningly beautiful. You're just always about to have a break risk. You're saying low medicine. It's just because we took down the shelf. Don't worry. We'll get that up and running soon enough. And food situation, I mean, there is technically food, but not a lot of it. I think next time we might have to send out another kill squad to deal with those muffalos. It's just taken a while for the crops to come in. Potatoes are almost done. The corn is obviously going to take forever because corn always does. And then raccoons eat it the night before it's ripe. It's true. They can sense it. They know the day before it's ripe and they just come in and take it. That's why I stopped growing corn. Wasn't worth it. What? What is your problem? The Fearful Badgers? Okay, best band name ever. The Fearful Badgers. 8 man-hunting badgers. That ain't nothing. Wants to draw the beast towards you. In 7 hours, we're getting a bunch of badgers. Okay, fair. And for that, I could get a book, which is... Oh, it's an insanity book. Yeah, it's not even actually that good a one. So I could learn the dark arts of drawing animals to me. Well, you say that's not a good one, Dave. You're complaining about food? if you drew animals to your colony, you could kill them and eat them. All right, it's not bad. And 262 uranium. Rather have the gold and the plasteel. Psychic harmonizer. That would be a terrible idea. That'd be absolutely terrible. So that would project the mood of whoever I attached it to. The problem is everyone is having a miserable time. That's just going to make everyone more miserable. I'm inclined to say sure. Absolutely. I'll take that for the gold. That's a good reward there. And let me make sure that we've got our zones set up here. So the runaway zone. Yeah, this has to now encompass this bit in here. There we go. And and all of this. Yeah, we got to get all of this in play. So that down there. All right, I'm not going to put a door there yet. I will at some point. Okay, let's evaluate, shall we? Space Camel Alpha is largely destroyed, and it's for the better. It just wasn't working out. Also, I started building the base in a very silly place where I really couldn't expand it. We're going to do something better with Space Camel Alpha. I don't know what it is, but it'll be very, very exciting to somebody. I'm not really sure who. We've got a vague concept of a hospital and a laboratory coming along. We've got stunningly beautiful Stillwater, who's constantly freaking out, and we're about to have a bunch of badgers invade us. It's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.